Welcome to my channel. So today I'll be sharing about the different types of banners in Tears of Themis, and hopefully this video will clear out some doubts about the game. So firstly, a disclaimer. Some information is actually based on the CN server's banners, as those banners have not yet appeared in our server. So it is possible that the dev could have changed the system for our banners, especially since the Chinese server actually had a Spark system previously, while we are having a PT system now. So there is no confirmation for the banners that had yet appeared in our server. Short summary is that we have 5 different types of banners in Tears of Themis. And yeah, I know it sounds like a lot. You know that Genshin Impact only had 3 and it's already so confusing. So basically the banners 1, 2 and 3 are the ones that have already appeared in our server, while banners 4 and 5 is likely to appear in the future. Firstly, I'll be explaining about the permanent banner. So the basic information is that the SSR rate for this banner is at 2%. There's a total of 8 different permanent SSR in this banner, and there's 2 SSR for each character. So basically each card will have a probability of 0.25%. You can take a look at this card at our official Tier of Themis wiki. They have uploaded the animation of all the cards. I'll put the link in the description below, so remember to check it out. I recommend you guys to actually pull for this banner to get your first SSR, because it is guaranteed within the first 30 vision. This is the cheapest guaranteed SSR, as other banners actually had the PT at 90 or 100 draws. And having an SSR to start with in the game will be very helpful, as SSR usually have a higher power and it's more worth to focus your resources on them. However, with that being said, you need to build a balanced deck, okay? So you can check out my beginner guide for more info. Some other feature is that the permanent banner has the sports SR card, which I call them because they are all about sports activities. So these cards are very good to invest in, as they usually have a very good combat skills. However, they only exist in the permanent banner, or if you do the first time purchase of the gem. So I would say they are actually the most rare SR card in the game, as usually people will not draw for this banner except for the first 30 draw. So congratulations for those who actually get them in your first 30 draw before you get your SSR. And if you are a whale, I recommend you to actually draw for the banner first before deciding which card to switch for your first time purchase pack. So the permanent banner also actually include the main story SR card, which other banners does not have. The rate for these cards are actually very low. However, you can actually farm them in the stages for the fragment, which actually can be exchanged into the card itself, so you don't need to worry about them. So in summary, the permanent banner is not recommended to draw in, except for the guaranteed SSR within the first 30 vision. Secondly, we have the rotation banner. I know that this banner will definitely confuse many people. So basically it's a banner that will rotate cards from the permanent banner. So even if you miss them out, they will actually rotate back in the future. So do not worry, it will come back. So it's the way for people to get the SSR card that they like from the regular banner. The SSR rate from this banner is 1.6%. There will only be 2 SSR cards, each at 0.8%. The PT is at 100 draw, and it will carry it into the next rotation. So don't worry even if you draw this banner for like 10 or 20 draws, it will carry over to the next rotation. There's one thing to note is that the event exclusive banner will also enter this banner for rotation in the future after the event is gone. Talk more about this in the event exclusive banner part. There's also a very interesting rule in this banner, which is the 4th rule. As you can see here, it says that it will guarantee you a SSR card within 100 draws. So for example, in the current rotation, we have Loving Memory and Medical Suspend. So if you don't have both of these cards, it will guarantee you a new card within the 100 draw. And this new card could be either Loving Memory or Medieval Suspend. So if you get Loving Memory at your 100 draw, you are guaranteed to get Medieval Suspend within the next 100 draw. This is true even if you get duplicates of Loving Memory between 100 to 200 draws. Therefore, in order to get the card that you want, you actually need 200 draws to be guaranteed if you don't have both of the cards. Another example is that if you have one of the card and yet you want the other one. So for example, you have Loving Memory but not Medieval Suspend, and you want Medieval Suspend, so you will actually get it at your 100 draw, even if you get duplicates of Loving Memory between 1 to 100 draws. So So basically, all cards will not trigger pity unless you have both of the cards. So basically, this is also a banner that I do not recommend people to draw unless you really like the SSR that's being read out. And I recommend you to only draw when both of the card is what you want, or if you have the card that you do not want to get. So you're guaranteed to get what you want for the PT, and not waste your PT on a card that you actually do not want. So thirdly, we have the event exclusive banner. So this banner is for events such as the Summer Breeze that we are having out now, which usually have 2 SSR and 2 SR. And most of the time, 1 SR will be free. The SSR rate is 1.6%. There's 2 SSR, therefore each SSR is at 0.8%. The PT is at 100 draws, and this PT will carry over to the next event exclusive banner, which I suspect to be the Halloween event. So if you're interested in the future events and banners, I actually have a video on it which I will put in the description. This banner also have the interesting rule as the rotation banner, which will guarantee you a new SSR card within 100 draws. So if you're not getting what I'm saying now, you can actually rewatch the part where I explain it in the rotation banner. And if you rewatch and still don't understand, you can actually comment below and I'll try my best to answer them. Okay, be alert now. There will be spoilers ahead. The banners from now on are actually the information based on the Chinese server, and they have not been released yet in our server. So there is no confirmation, and I will include spoilers in order to explain these banners. Now I'll give you 5 seconds to decide. Leave now if you don't want to see any spoilers. Okay, if you are still staying with me now, I believe that you do not mind any spoilers. So let's continue. The next banner I'm introducing are actually the birthday banners. They are actually banners for the character birthday and it will last for about 1.5 weeks. So do take note of the dates and prepare beforehand. So the birthday banner will not only include the birthday card, it will also include the permanent SSR of the character. So for example, the upcoming Vayne's birthday, you will not only include this birthday card that you are seeing on the left side, it will also include his medieval suspend and near and far. The birthday card is at 1%, while the other two is at 0.3% each. So the total SSR rate for the birthday banner is 1.6%. The PT for this banner is at 90 draws, and this means that you will guarantee to get the birthday card at your 90 draw. So the other card that you get will not trigger the PT, and this PT will carry over to the next birthday event, which is Luke's birthday. What I mean here is that if you get the permanent SSR instead of the birthday card before the 90 draw, the PT will not reset and you will still get the birthday card at your 90 draw. But if you get the birthday card before the 90 draw, like for example the first 10 draw maybe, then the PT will reset after you get the birthday card. So one thing to take note about the birthday event is that it will require you to use the birthday boys card to debate in the event. So do take note of the time and train their cards beforehand. So this means that you should start training your Vayne's card right away. So now last but not least, we have the limited banners. Okay, we are ending soon now. This is basically the last banner already. So for this banner, there is 4 SSR. For now, the CN server only had 3 different limited banners. The Lost Gold event, Love Poem to Skate It, as well as their first year anniversary event. The PT for this banner will not carry to the next event. I repeat it will not carry over. Also, you can only use special tiers to pull for this banner. So for example, in the Lost Gold event, you can see these special made tiers in the screen with the island icon on it, and you can only use these to draw. So if you convert your S chips to tiers already, then I can only send my regards to you. The special tiers is actually converted from the S chip with the same price, so that's 180 S chip per tier. However, there will be a 10 pull pack with discount in the mall. As you can see, there's a 20% off, so you can get 10 tiers at the price of 1,440 S chips instead of the 1,800 S chips. And you can buy these for 6 times. So do not forget to exchange them when they come about. Moreover, the special tiers will also be converted into normal tiers after the event. So even if you are not going to draw for this event, I still recommend you to save your S chip and buy this pet during the events. And do not convert them into the tiers unless you are going to draw, as these pets are more value for S chip. Therefore, please remember, do not convert your S chips into tiers. So there are two ways where this banner can be presented. So the first way is that they put all the 4 SSR into one banner, but there will be a rotation readout for 2 SSR for a period of time. One example would be the Lost Gold event. So the readout SSR will be 0.8%, while the non-readout is 0.2%. Therefore, the total SSR rate is at 2%. While the second way they can present this is that the devs separate all the 4 different cards into 4 separate banners. This happened for the first year anniversary, so as you can see at the right side here, I got a clip from Bilibili with a person pulling for the gacha. So as you can see, there will be 1 SSR for each banner. And from what I know, they also include the permanent SSR as well as 1 event exclusive SSR. So for example, Luke has a Roaring Grace, Perfect Partner, as well as his Shape of You alongside with the Kissing card in this banner. However, there's no worry for the PT, as the PT is guaranteed for the event SSR card, just like the birthday event. So even if you get the other SSR, you will not reset the PT. Note, the PT is also shared between these banners, so if you draw 50 draw in Luke's banner, and you can still guarantee items draws in the next 50 draws. So one last thing to note is that just recently there's a rerun for the Lost Gold event in the Chinese server, and the dev can make it as a 4 separate banners approach. But what is more importantly here is that there's rerun even for the limited banners, so they will come back even if you miss out on them and you can still draw on them in the future. So here is a summary for the important points about the limited banners. Feel free to ask any question that you have in the comment section and I'll try my best to answer them. And here is a summary of everything that I have went through today. You can stop and take a read or take a screenshot or whatsoever that you want. My advice here is for you all to actually save for the birthday and the limited event banners, especially if the dev decide on the 4 separate banners approach, as this will allow us to get the permanent SSR as well as the event exclusive SSR in the limited events. Therefore, there's no need for us to draw specifically for the permanent, rotation and event exclusive banners, as we can actually get them all in the limited banners. But of course, this is just an advice, cause even I also cannot control my hand and I draw in the rotation banner about like 50 plus draws already and still haven't get my SSR. So one more thing to note is that the birthday and the limited events had not been confirmed yet. The dev could change how it worked for us. And also last reminder, do not convert your S chips to tiers and just save them as S chips. Thank you! And that's all for the different banners. Thanks for watching, and I hope that this will clear any doubt that you have on the different banners. If you still have any question, you can comment below and I'll try my best to answer them. Lastly, remember to subscribe and like this video if you haven't, and you can also share this video to your other friends or even screenshot of it as long as you credit me. Thank you!